The Pennsylvania General Assembly, through Act 50 of 1855, created Penn State University and established the composition of its Board of Trustees. In 1863, the Commonwealth further cemented its partnership with Penn State by naming it Pennsylvania's sole land-grant university. Over the next century and a half, the General Assembly has supported the university with billions of dollars in appropriations and capital project support to advance the public mission of Penn State. The strong partnership forged between the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and Penn State University has produced unparalleled success in the classroom, in the research lab, and across Pennsylvania's economy in all of our 67 counties. Penn State has been a great source of pride for alumni, like Senator Corman and I, as well as the millions of Pennsylvanians who believe very strongly in the public mission of Penn State University. Today, as we stand in the aftermath of the Sandusky scandal, Penn State University faces its greatest challenge as a public institution of higher education. The Penn State community is divided as it has never been before. Commonwealth taxpayers are concerned with the growing cost to the university, which now stands at over $172 million, and perhaps most damaging, public confidence in the current governance structure of the Board of Trustees to effectuate meaningful change and reform has been completely eroded. The Penn State Board of Trustees, currently comprised of 30 voting members, is out of step with the major public research universities across the country. Most of Penn State's peers in the Big Ten average only 11 voting trustees. Most of the land-grant universities across the country average only 16 voting trustees. Why does size and composition of the board matter? Because research has demonstrated time and time again that exceedingly large boards like Penn State, in the words of the American Council of Trustee and Alumni, tend to be less effective, and by default, governance decisions are less inclusive. The Association of Governing Boards of Universities and Colleges takes this point further and suggests that large boards tend to have members who are less involved in important issues brought before the board. The size and composition of the Board of Trustees, as it is currently structured at 30 voting members, presents too many opportunities for power to be vested in a small insular group of the board at the expense of a full and constructive engagement by the entire Board of Trustees. The Pennsylvania State University Board of Trustees Reorganization Act that we're going to unveil today will continue the storied 158-year-old partnership between the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and Penn State University by enshrining in state law the necessary board governance reforms that will create a Board of Trustees that is more engaged, more efficient, more inclusive, more accountable, and ultimately more effective stewards of the public mission of Penn State University. I will just lay out briefly what are the tenets of this new act. The board composition would be 25 members, 23 voting members. 8 will be selected at alumni elections, 5 governor appointments, 5 business and industry appointments by a new selection committee of the Board of Trustees, and the Secretary of Education and Agriculture will become non-voting members of the board. The governor, the lieutenant governor, all the state road officers, the university president, and the Secretary of DC&R will all be removed from the board, and that will get us to the number of 23 voting members. The trustee selection committee, which I think is an important development, would be created by each constituency on the board: the alumni, the governor appointments, the ag community, the business and industry community, and the chair of the board, all selecting their appointments to that board. So the alumni representative on that selection committee would be selected by the alumni members of the board. And the same would go for each of the constituencies.